Take one. Action.
Can you talk about chasing mirrors like from start to finish? Because it was like fast, man.
And we were all there. All three of us worked on that.
Yeah.
Chasing mirrors, man. We were chasing, bro. Like we were on the run.
We were chasing. I mean, we started.
Farm production, bro. Chasing mirrors, man. I think that's a project that ourselves kind of, even though like it all came together in like a month-ish.
Yeah.
It's like 10 years in the works practically because we grew up together. I used to film her dance videos as a kid. My sister, if they don't know, Ziggy Mercy, shout out. We used to film dance videos together, and like I used to film her videos, and like I saw her progress firsthand, right? Because everybody sees what's in front of the screen, right? I see the pictures when they drop, I see everything.
Yeah.
I lived with her, so like I could see the planning, the running, and everything. So seeing that, and plus me growing up, was just like go like, and then she does like an end of year video every single year, and then one of the things she's like, Ben, I want the production. You now have the connections. I'm like, you know what? Why not? We'll see what we can do.
Why not?
And then after that, I think it also kind of came in time where randomly, I think you recommended Gigani. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah, because she shot Flush, and you asked me about female DPs.
Yeah, exactly. I asked her about female DP because it was pissing me off. I'm like, we don't got female DPs, bro. Because I remember I saw pictures like, yo, like we need more female DPs. Like we don't have that many female videographers just in general. Like women handling the camera. Because I've been thinking it's dope, bro. Like I know two female DPs. One of my favorites. One is from Toronto. I think her name is Soft Tompei. I think something like that. And then another one, her name is Sadenia. She's from USA. Mm-hmm. Cool, bro. Like that work, I love it. And I'm like, we need more in Ottawa. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think it just came from that. And then it turned out like Gani and my sister, they had a connection before then. So then, yeah, we reached out and then we told her the idea. Creating the idea was the hardest part because there was too many. It was all just in my brain. So then bringing that up to paper was kind of one of the hardest things because most of the time when I have this type of ideas, I'm usually the one shooting it.
Okay.
Right? I'm the one that's shooting it. So I don't have to like communicate it to anybody how I want it to be shot.
But you're directing.
So I'm directing it now. So communicating with Gigani. And the funniest part too, our brains work similar. We do not work in a linear form. So we were like jumping ideas after ideas. It was funny.
Like the ADHD.
Yeah, we got exactly. Literally, so it was like we literally started from the beginning, and then before we know it went at the end. I was like, okay, perfect. I thought I was the only one. So one of the first things I do, I got my storyboard artist. Her name is Alex. Shout out to Alex, man. I kind of wrote the script, and then we started storyboarding, and then kind of seeing everything how it's gonna go. And the storyboard was really nice at bringing the idea together. But it was hard to write because it was just like, yo, like I think I posted on my story like the notes that went into it because every time like, nah, this doesn't work and I'm trying to keep it short and there was so many things happening there. But it was fun. And then I just started like, I'm always on Director's Library. Shout out to Director's Library, man. Like I should go on there. Like it has like all the coolest director projects on there.
Okay.
Director's Library. Shout out to them.
Director's Library.
Yeah, you should go on there. Like they have like the coolest like, and then I was just on there and like a lot of like all the creative stuff is on there. Like they have like creative documentaries, creative shorts, campaigns, music videos. Like it's really, really dope. So I'm always on there. So I got some inspiration. One of my favorite projects from last year, it was called God is Good by one of my favorite directors. I mean, Cypress. God is Good for his artist is called Jeremy Pop. That was kind of the main inspiration for it. I think.
What was it? God is Good by who?
Jeremy Pop. It was a film about him as a person growing up as a queer person in the church.
Okay.
And it's just showing his journey and the way it was done so creatively, and like he was like on the stage and him having to like prove his masculinity but also having to hide it with you. Like the whole thing. Go watch it, bro. God is Good. I've watched it like a million times. But that was one of the main inspiration alongside others that I saw, and then I was able to put all of those inspiration together, put in one. And then we had my good friend Mikey, who was also able to help write the screenplay. Not the screenplay, the poem. You know what I mean? So that was like also like everything together, and then just starting to ask all the homies, man. Shout out to the homies, bro, right here, man. Like that's my ride or die, bro. You know, just asking everybody like,
Thanks, bro.
and trying to explain the idea. I'm like, so the idea is, I'm like, yeah, just go see when it comes out, bro.
Dude, that's my hardest part for me when we did that music video with Peniel.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like trying to communicate our vision, bro. Like I can't put it into words. It's so hard to like.
It's so hard with music videos and stuff like that. It's like, hey, like it's about this stuff. It's like, well, like it's so
Yeah,
hard.
if I could just like put you in my brain real quick, you just see and then understand. You know?
That's
Yeah,
why, like,
please.
Yeah.
like one of the things I want to do is like work on like them big music videos with directors where like the shot they go in the eye and
Dude,
then it
like
comes
Cole
to
Bennett.
I
wanna
wanna
work with
like
Cole
I wanna interview them and see how they're able to communicate that idea to their team.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of moving
Absolutely.
pieces, right? Like how do you communicate that? Like, hey, like this is what we're gonna do, and then you know what I mean?
Especially when it gets really like experimental.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't want people to think I'm weird.
Yeah, I don't want people to think you're weird, but
You
we
know what I
also
mean?
want them to.
Like I got this crazy idea. We go to eyeball grows
And then exactly like, how do you communicate that, right? So I want to learn how to do that more and more. Obviously, like once I get to a position in my career where I can like get those type of projects.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I mean like 2 or 3 years from now probably.
Yeah.
So just being able to communicate those, cause like yo, like I have the crazy shots in my mind that I'm not there that I want to communicate. My dream shot is an underwater scene, bro. Oh my god.
I'm gonna shoot underwater.
I dream about that every single day. Shoot underwater. Like I already have the project in mind.
beautiful.
Like
Or
what
like
I
a
wanna
whole
do.
film underwater.
No, like not like a whole film, like
Okay.
a technical like project or like an idea. Like I already have it in mind. It just I have to get insurance. I have to get the thing. It's just so much complicated thing because it's underwater. Anything can go wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it because I don't trust myself doing it because I feel like because I've seen videos like sometimes like the camera operator have to get wet for them to be able to go down or else they'll be floating up. So there's so much moving pieces I want to do it. Like the day I do it, I think I'll be so. Oh my god! But
That would be cool.
that would be less. That's one of my.
Yes.
That's one of my dream shots. Like shooting underwater, because I already have how I want it to be. Like the person will be going underwater, and then I want to have like either I don't know what bright light, either 600D or like a 1200 blasting blasting into the water to kind of show like it's the light from up. And also that was actually one of the original. So Offers Down has gone through a lot of different changes. One of the original draft had that underwater scene.
Oh yeah.
It started. The whole movie took place with her underwater because off was down. She was just falling down
like sinking.
underwater,
Okay.
and like she was drowning, and then she couldn't pull herself up. She just let herself drown, right? But then we just technically, and then I started thinking about the technical aspect of it, and just putting that off.
Where
I
are
was
you
like,
gonna do that?
it wasn't even where we're gonna do that. It's I have to pay for insurance. I have to make sure John's camera does not get ruined of water. It was so technical. Like I was just like I don't have the resources to pull that right now.
Yeah.
So I just changed the script, but I
Wow.
still have the idea like in my head how I wanted it to be shot. Like
Yeah. And you can still keep that in your back pocket. Do it another time.
it's been kept in my pocket for 3 years, so I can't. I'm patient with it.
Burning.
It's burning in me, man. Like it's just burning. Like yo. So yeah, that's one of the big projects like I want to do. Like it's that underwater. Like so if there's any commercials, any studios that want me to do it, I got you. I already have the pitch deck ready.
There
Let
you
me
go.
know.
Boom. Ben's ready.
He's
I'm
ready,
ready.
man.
I'm
to
just
go.
ready. I just need to click and shoot. So
Look at you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I feel like it's because we're talking about like indie films and like low budget stuff. There are things that kind of limit you. You can get creative and you got to get creative with your shots, but sometimes you can't do it all. You know
Exactly,
what
you can't do it all,
That's
man.
why that's why we're not in Hollywood yet.
Not
You
yet.
got to get there. You can't.
there's no more Hollywood though. Hollywood is there.
You think so?
It is there. Like California, like with that taxes and everything, nobody wants to be there.
Not right now.
Every single
could come
Hollywood movie is bombing. Like none of them are doing well because I think what Hollywood is missing is the heart of filmmaking. Because now, as remember how we're talking about you have to find the balance between business and show.
Yeah.
Hollywood is all about
all
business.
business
It's
now.
not business, right? So that's what like a lot of the times the main films that do well now, it's either a remake or like a really
Dude,
indie
there's
film.
been so many sequels too.
Because it sells. Because nobody goes to the theaters no more. Like I'm not gonna go to the theater for a new movie. I would just wait for it on the streaming service. I'm being so dead ass. Like it's like why would I
I
go?
still go to theaters because it's
I
like an
go.
experience, you know.
I go if it's like I don't know. Actually, I don't even know the last time I went to the theaters. I can't lie.
Really?
I went to see Anora.
Okay,
in
so
November.
nice.
Oh really? How was it?
It was good.
That's it.
That's it?
It was good.
That's
I wanted to learn more about her and not Just follow that fucker around half the film.
You should watch
okay,
the
yeah.
DP interview on how the movie was made. It was so
I should.
interesting.
Oh, and A Complete Unknown. I saw that one in theaters too.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that was a nice
seen it.
that was a nice movie.
Yeah, I like that one.
But yeah, I don't know. Like theaters have
Yeah.
not hit the same for
I
me.
feel
And then
like-
the Interstellar when it came to IMAX.
Oh yeah. The reruns of
Yeah.
Interstellar when its anniversary or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like another thing with streaming and like modern Hollywood is it's not just remakes and sequels, but it feels like quantity over quality. Like especially, I noticed it a lot when that first what's it called? Like when Marvel Endgame and Infinity War ended, and they just started pumping out TV shows like. You know, they did Moon Knight, which was good, and they did WandaVision, and they did Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
And then they did this, and then they did that. And it was just all these shows, and then a bunch of them bombed or got canceled. Even like Star Wars did that too.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Like
Yeah.
That's
that
crazy.
Andor series or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that one might be okay now. But same thing, they just started bumping out like Mandalorian did good.
Yeah.
But they had other ones that people haven't even heard of.
Yeah.
That they put millions of dollars into.
Shout out.
Instead of just taking that and making like one thing that people are really gonna like click with. They just want.
Endgame was really the end game of everything.
Oh.
Because right after that, it was COVID. Right
Oh,
after
that's
Endgame,
true.
it was
That's
COVID,
a good
and
point.
then
Yeah.
cinemas started going down, movie quality. Like it was lucky, because it was peak. And I think what happened was
I do miss that like energy of like Marvel had on us,
yeah, because I
you
think it was peak, and like I think people want to get that feeling again. Because if you look at old Marvel movies, they were also mid. The Thor movies were kind of mid. Iron Man 3 was kind of like most of the Phase 1 and Phase 2 movies were like but because of Endgame and Infinity War, we were able to experience peak, because that was also when Black Panther also just came out too, right?
Right.
So we had Black
Love
Panther, Endgame, Infinity, you know what I mean? Like it was just peak of everything, and then we had No Way Home.
Oh yeah, dude.
Bro, that was not a movie. That was an event.
That was a
because that
life
movie
event,
was
yeah.
ass.
Wait,
because it was-
Ash?
When was the last time you watched No Way Home?
Is that the one with the 3 Spider-Man?
When was the last time you watched No Way Home?
Oh, is
That's a
that-
good point.
No, because no.
it
Actually, like,
was
let's actually
good,
talk about it.
though.
That movie was not good. It's
didn't
bad.
like it?
It's an event, because you cannot go to an event twice. You go to the event once and you don't go again. No Way Home, because if you really see that movie, it was made for nostalgia, and then like, bro, when
You think
Andrew
it was like
Garfield.
just fan service?
Exactly, because when Andrew Garfield come out of that little portal thing,
Yeah.
he literally got there and stopped. Give us that 10 seconds for us to clap.
Oh my
And then he started
God.
moving.
You know,
He did an
that's
event.
not a bad point.
You know what I mean?
I think I've seen it once.
Yeah.
But I
seen
liked it when I saw it. I was
Exactly,
like,
it's an
"Oh."
event. You go to the event once. Because I remember when I
see what
finished
you're saying.
watching it, I was so hyped. And then I think too, at the post credit, it was Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is my favorite, bro. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was coming out on May 6th, which was my birthday.
Did you like Multiverse of Madness?
No, it pissed me off. How you gonna call it Multiverse of Madness? There's no madness. It was all calculated. It was all point A to point B. I could go all up, bro. Listen, how you gonna call it Multiverse of Madness? There's no madness. It was normal.
This guy's getting emotional.
No, because listen, you don't understand. That movie pissed me off because No Way Home finished. That was the post credit scene.
Okay.
And then he said it's gonna come out on what? May 6th. Do you know what's on May 6th? The day that I was born. So I'm like, oh my God.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
That's true.
That's
We
gonna
talked about
be May 6th. And I think that day my birthday was on a Friday. So it was like we was gonna go with Multiverse of Madness, and then the next day was gonna be a birthday party. And it was gonna be this whole cool weekend. Oh, my fault. It was gonna be this whole cool weekend, right? But no, that movie was me. They did not do Wonder Ride. Doctor Strange was nerfed. The madness, and then like I think if they had just changed the title, the movie would have been better. Because with the title that they gave it themselves an expectation that it's gonna be madness. They're like, oh, it's multiverse. It was the first multiverse movie we had, so many things were gonna happen. We're gonna get this, we're gonna get that, we're gonna get all of that, but then we got none of that.
You think they didn't do enough? They didn't lean too far into it?
I think the story they told was good.
Yeah.
It was just the title and the expectation, because I think the way they marketed was like a lot of things are gonna happen and all of this stuff and everything like that. But no, none of it happened. And the way they did Wanda's character too was so injustice. The way they did Doctor Strange character, they made him look stupid. Right? Like a lot of this, and like even the whatever the girl Miss America Miss
Captain
whatever.
Marvel?
No. There was
she's not in
the
that.
girl who could jump over multiverses, whatever her name. America
I don't even
Chavez.
remember her name.
I think America Chavez or something like that. That was her name. I
Yeah.
like her character was annoying. I liked it, but I think they could have done more with that. Like,
Damn, talk your shit, bro.
Talk your shit.
Let it out.
I think
On
after
your
that, that's
birthday
like,
too, bit of a disgrace.
I
I enjoyed it
know.
because I think it looked good, but like the first one was definitely so much better.
oh, Doctor Strange 1?
Yeah.
Oh, Doctor Strange 1 has
I
a
rewatched
special
it, like, a
place
few
in my
weeks ago.
heart. I know, it was
Yeah.
so beautiful. He became my favorite because of that. I was like, it was so cool.
That was more madness than
exactly, that's what,
where you touch him.
that was so much more madness than multiverse of madness. And I'm just like, damn, bro. And bro, don't get me started on WandaVision, bro. They did Wanda dirty. And I'm getting reports talking about Wanda's not even gonna be in Secret Wars and shit. Like, what the hell, bro?
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what Marvel's doing now.
Bro,
Like,
because
I
I
haven't really been
think,
keeping
I
up.
think,
I did see the Captain America.
was it good?
I liked it, but it was kind of those ones where it's like you watch it and then it's like, okay.
That's it. Yeah, because I think what's the problem? It's they're not making movies for the culture.
Yeah.
The movies are no longer for the culture, and I think it's that's just the problem with the movie industry in general. You can't make anything for the culture because the culture doesn't even know itself. I think what happened is
Interesting.
my opinion is we're getting a lot of opinions. As human beings, we're not supposed to get these opinions from people. Right? So now when a movie, because back in the day, in the 80s, when a movie came out, the only critics you're going to get is from critics. And if you go to the movie theaters and
Like listen to people.
you have to actually talk to people.
Yeah.
But now you're getting opinions from Twitter and Instagram and everything like that.
And people that don't know anything.
They don't know anything.
Yeah.
And then another thing too is algorithm decided. Because if you ever really, really look at it, the majority on the internet are the minority in real life.
Say that again.
The majority on the internet are the minority in real life.
That's true.
Because the majority of people in real life, we are all at work. Ain't nobody got time to be tweeting. Ain't nobody gonna be doing all that.
Right.
So then they make it feel like the people on the internet are the ones who have the strongest voice when they really don't. Because the best example for this, it's the Snow White movie. People are hating on it. You're not the target audience. Many of the kids' movies, right? A lot of people be hating on the kids' movies. You're not the target audience. The target audience is my 8-year-old nephew, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like then they make it feel like, oh man, the Snow White movie is bad. Even though any of you are Snow White fans, Snow White is the weakest out of the Disney princesses. I can't lie, cause Cinderella snatched all her nachos, gang.
She what?
Cinderella snatched everything from Snow White. Why would you want Snow White when you got Cinderella?
I guess she doesn't really do much.
She doesn't do that much, bro.
Really do much.
And, the whole thing about it is Prince Charming. Give me a kiss. Don't let me die. What the hell? Talking about mirror on the wall, bro.
So you gotta hold your own.
You gotta hold your own, bro.
hold
Like,
your own,
stand
bro.
up.
why you got
Yeah.
Snow White when you got
Fuck up.
Cinderella?
I guess.
Snow White is the weakest. She does not contribute anything in the ecosystem of the Disney princess.
Snow White's one of the dwarves.
Yeah, just let the
That's all.
dwarves.
She got
The
the
dwarves are
dwarves.
low-key can do more than she does.
Yeah, let the
dwarves be
take
carrying
over.
her.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Without the dwarves, there's no Cinderella.
Yeah.
Snow White.
Snow White.
Yeah.
Snow White.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking of Cinderella because she's the girl, bro.
Yeah.
Snow White, her
Let the
own.
dwarves take over. Make
Exactly.
the movie about the fucking dwarves.
Even like Belle
I'd watch
too. You
that
know Belle
instead.
and
Oh,
the
I
Beast.
forgot about
Belle's a goat. Belle's
Belle.
like one of the goats, man.
Belle's one. Tinkerbell?
No, Belle like
Belle,
what was it?
like with the
from Beauty and
Beast.
the
Beauty and the Beast.
She goes in that house, everyone starts tripping, the freaking lamps are talking to her, and she's like, nah.
Yeah, you know that she wanted
I'm
to.
locked in.
Exactly. You got Belle, you got Cinderella. What the hell you want Snow White?
I guess it's kind of
Yeah.
true. Wasn't she like one of the first Disney princesses?
Exactly.
Snow
She
White?
was.
I think they were finding their footing.
They're finding their footing, and then everybody else came, snatched her out, bro. Like, stole her whole flow and did it better.
My whole yeah.
Because Cinderella, her whole story is her that with the shoe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't even think about it because everything else is better. With the sisters, with everything.
Yeah.
But Snow White is about the beauty and the kiss, Prince Charming, bro. Even Tangled is better than Snow
So
White,
like
bro.
sappy.
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
Tangled's a fire movie.
I think it's a fine movie, bro.
The
I heard
Pride
I heard we're getting a live action, bro. I want to see how they're gonna do that.
Live action Tangled?
Yeah.
Are they doing that?
They're doing live action of everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I kind of hate it
You
because
know
that,
what I am excited for live action? How to Train
Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that movie's fire, man.
Bro, I watched the series, the movies, bro.
Yes,
oh
bro.
my god,
This
bro.
is Burke.
Oh, I was like, this, bro. I remember I randomly had a phase where I used to watch all the cartoons, bro. And that was one of them. That one is Scooby-Doo, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, actually, Scooby-Doo. Actually, let's talk about live action cartoons, bro. Which one is the best, in your
Best
opinion?
live action cartoons?
I feel like the Scooby-Doo, bro.
The Scooby-Doos were good.
The Scooby-Doos were good.
What about you, Rachel? Do you have any?
I can't wait. Live action Scooby Doo?
No, you never seen it?
No.
What? Bro, that's
you
Live
gotta
action?
see that.
Live action Scooby-Doo is the best live action adaptation of all time, bro. That thing was funny, the comedy, everything.
They kept the heart of it.
They kept the heart of it, bro. Even the casting of Shaggy, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Perfect. How have you not seen it?
It's
Scooby-Doo. Wait, also,
so it's like
God's a
spin-off-
solved mystery.
Wait, like the higher, like it's a movie, right?
yes.
Oh yes,
There's
yes,
a
yes.
few,
I've
there's
seen
a
it.
few.
Sorry, I thought
What
you meant
happened
like
in
a
it?
play or something.
What happened in it? Don't lie. What happened in it? Talking about obscenity. She just trying to relate, bro. You did that. It's fine. You gotta fit in, bro.
like-
What's the most iconic scene in there? Everybody remembers it. The most iconic scene in
I
that.
don't even know if I remember.
You part moment I mentioned. The airplane.
Oh, the air.
Yeah. Remember when Scooby-Doo went in the airplane and she was dressing like an old woman?
Was it when with the pink.
With the pink.
And they like okay.
I remember that whole
glasses with
movie
the-
in general, bro, because I
Okay,
love Scooby-Doo, bro. Scooby-Doo's my guy. Also, the SpongeBob ones was
Blamed
also good.
Rachel, bro.
The SpongeBob ones was also
see it.
good.
Just
Hey yo,
don't remember.
SpongeBob.
The
was good.
SpongeBob
Remember
was-
the end where they ride on the dude's ass?
Exactly.
I haven't seen that one.
What the hell you doing with your life, bro?
Actually, the live action
No,
SpongeBob.
but like
it wasn't even really fully live.
It
action.
wasn't even
like
live action, it was half
action.
live action, bro. And we're not gonna talk about the Minecraft one because it looked me.
You
Also,
gotta see it for the memes.
also, actually, the Mario one was pretty good too with
haven't
Chris
seen it.
Pratt. It was actually pretty
Was it
interesting.
good? Okay.
Yeah, my nephew made me watch. It was kind of interesting.
Have
bro.
you seen any of the Sonic movies? I haven't seen a single one.
I saw the first one and the second one. I was supposed to watch the third one, but it came out in December. I'm pretty sure, and December was a crazy month.
They are pumping those out like there's no
Because they are
tomorrow.
good, bro.
And Knuckles too, or whatever.
Yeah, they are good.
They good? I haven't
Yeah,
seen
they're
them.
actually good because like they actually like do the action.
do they walk like on a like the only thing I can think of is from the Scooby Doo live action is like do they walk on a boardwalk at some point? Like it's
On a boardwalk?
Isn't it California or something?
I can't remember. To be honest, it's been so long.
I just remember that plane scene, bro.
Whether he's
Also-
reading the newspaper and it's like his grandma or something. Yeah.
I feel like
Girl,
the one
maybe
I'm scared of, I think they're gonna end up making it Shrek live action eventually, and I'm scared of that.
Mm.
You cannot make it
Shrek.
Shrek.
Who would they
Puss in
cast
Boots.
as Shrek for a live action?
Dwayne Johnson.
Um,
Oh, Jack Black, whatever.
Kevin Hart is like.
Jack Black, bro. We got Dwayne Johnson, bro.
I swear, there's like a group of like actors who just play themselves in every movie they're in.
Oh my god.
You know, they just
bro.
show up as themselves.
They just show up as themselves, bro. So, I don't know, but I hope they don't, bro. I hope they
I've
don't.
seen it, but I know you guys won't believe me.
We don't. Don't worry.
Wait, see, they're on a boardwalk.
Oh, so you did
Wait,
watch
let me
it.
see. Oh yeah, they are on a boardwalk.
But at the end of the day, the best live action of all time is the One Piece live adaptation. One Piece is the greatest anime of all time, bro. One Piece of greatness, bro. The live action is peak. Bro, if you have not watched One Piece, bro, what are you doing with your life?
I haven't watched one.
Oh, what are you doing with your life?
Are we beatboxing now?
Alright,
Drop and beat.
you know what? Beatboxing is the most interesting thing of all time. Because all of... Did you just
Sound like
become-
Kendrick.
Breath control. I don't know how they do it, man.
It's impressive. Beatboxing is weird.
No, but like all of us can learn it though.
I remember being young and thinking I could beatbox, but
I'm not even young. I thought I could
I'm just
solve
like
a Rubik's
spitting
cube.
every-
We all did, bro.
Yeah, I thought Rubik's cubes were so easy. I
Deadass.
was like, yeah, this is light work.
Okay, what was the question? Let's
Yeah.
not get distracted again.
So, do
Yeah.
you think you found your signature like style yet as like something that sets you apart from other DOPs? You know, like that's kind of a hard one to put into words because it's very visual.
Yeah, I
But,
wanted
like,
to know this.
You know, does that make sense?
Is it
Like if I come to you with a project and I come to another DOP with a project in the same project, like what's your what makes
promote
you-
yourself?
Well, yeah.
How
like,
do you
what-
stand out from the rest?
No, but like what makes your art unique, or
Yeah,
like what
I'm
do you
curious.
put into it
I'm curious.
that makes you stand apart? Yeah,
Me,
yeah, but explain that.
like in other projects, I think it's me. My experiences, from where I started and from where I am, right? So I think I wouldn't say I found my style yet because I'm still exploring. My style, it's something that I'm not there yet, and it pisses me off. And I think what I require for the style that I want is very, very complicated. So I'm just trying to find ways to do it. But I think for me, like I think what would set me apart or just get me, it's like my experiences as a person and understanding your project. A lot of people, when you bring them on your project, right, they try making it theirs. Like, bro, I just want you to shoot my thing. Right. So for me, whenever you bring your project, it's I'm gonna work with you to bring your vision to life. It's your vision. My job is just to bring it, right? So
Right.
I won't try to change anything unless I find a better idea or you actually tell me like, hey, I don't know how to do this, and then we can figure it out. But if you have a clear, straight vision, if you have the resources to execute it, like we're gonna be able to do that. And I think for me too, just in general, like so much planning goes into every project I work in. And I think for me too, I think I pick and choose when it comes to big projects I work on. Too, like I think the most important thing for me, if I'm the DOP,
Yeah.
is you have to be able to believe in your project more than I do. In the sense of everybody's project is your baby. Why you handing me your baby to raise it? You have to be the one to raise it. You have to be the one to take care of it. I'm just one of the community members that will help bring that baby to life, right? So I think a lot of the time it's not on me. Like I try my best sometimes, but I think it's also on you as the person coming in. Is do you believe in your project? Because if for me, one of my biggest pet peeves is if I'm putting in more effort in your project than you are, it's gonna turn out bad, even if I take the greatest shot. Because at the end of the day, it's your baby. You gotta raise your own child. Because if you give the child to your aunties, to everybody else, the child is not gonna come out great, right? If you don't take care of the child, they might end up having mental issues going up, right? So, projects are also the same thing. So you coming in, it's like, hey, this is the project that I have, and I'm really, really passionate about it, and that's also gonna bring the best out of me. So it's kind of like I flow with you, right? Like we flow together because like I just wanna I'm the extension of your brand.
Right.
Okay.
Practically, that's the best way I can say. Because you don't know how to do it, that's why you bring me on the team to bring it. So I'm just an extension of your brand that you don't have, right? So I flow with whoever project it is. Unless it's my own idea, then that's a whole different thing, right? So I flow with you. I work with you one on one. We have multiple meetings, like for example, with the dance video that we just did. Shout out to Women in Servitude, Violent Crimes. You know what I mean? Dope projects, right? Sophia was really good on that. Like she was so believed in her project and her idea was really strong, which was then able to work on that. She was like, this is what I want, this is what I want. Her and Enya working side by side, right? It was such a strong thing to see. And like sometimes like I would go to their house, like edit with them, right? Like we had like my little laptop projecting on their with the TV and stuff,
Cool.
and picking every single clip. I was with them and they were picking every single clip. Like we watched through every single clip that we shot, and we were like, okay, we like this section, we like this section. Oh, this is beautiful. And then we chose every single clip, and then I went home, brought every single thing that they chose together.
Cool.
Right, so they were able to choose every single clip, and I was like, okay, perfect.
I was gonna ask about that because I saw the final one. I was like, did you just edit it, or like I'm assuming they had a say?
So pretty much they had a say in it. Because for me, because I've been in that position, I would hate it if I'm working on a project and I have no say. So one of the main things I did the moment we shot it, I think we shot it on the 9th, and then I think on the 11th or 12th, I went to Sophia's house, and then Enya was there, and then we started going scene by scene, right? And then we started like putting everything together, and then the first clip we'll watch it, and then we'll be like, oh, that's beautiful, and then we'll cut that little part out, and then I'll like put like in purple just to differentiate it, and then we did that for each clip, and then we just chose the best parts from each clip, because each clip sometimes the dancers would mess up, and then we're gonna delete that, and then if they do this move best, you know what I mean? So we went through that each with them. It was like a whole like long meeting. And then once they chose that, I went home and then I started editing through the clips that they saw, just seeing the rhythm, just seeing what works best and moving things around, you know what I mean? And then through that, I sent it, and then she was like, oh, I like this, I don't want to, you know what I mean? So it's they get it to decide, right? That's why, for me, it's I'll work with the director's cut if I'm the one editing it,
Right.
right?
Like you said, you're the extension.
I'm the extension, right? I work with the director's cut. I'm not the producer. I'm not anything. I'm working with your vision at the end of the day, because I don't like getting in the way of people's visions. Unless I find a better way to enhance it, I can speak to you about it. But I don't be like, no, I think now we should do this. Like, no, I'm not the director, I'm not the writer, I'm just the shooter.
You don't take control.
I don't want to take control of your project because it's yours. Like, I'm not gonna snatch your baby away from you. Talking about, I know how to raise it better. I have experience raising these damn babies. I've raised a lot of babies. I've fed a lot of. No, like that's not my child, bro.
Yeah.
That's your child.
Yeah.
You get
They
to
stay
decide.
humble.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get to decide how you want to raise your damn child. Like that got nothing to do with me, right?
Yeah. But if they're like neglecting their child, or they're like
Exactly.
on the fence about
Exactly.
it,
If you're neglecting your child, how do you
the passion's
expect me?
not there.
Because now I'm gonna feel weird taking care of your baby. Because what if you get offended? What if you feel like you're losing control of your child? Because now I feel like you're taking care of it. So
But now you're clashing with the
now we're
person.
clashing with
Yeah.
it, right? So, so I like to work with the director and whoever. If it's an organization or a business, right? I like to speak to them and say, okay, that's what I see. That's what you guys stand for, and then I'll do that from what you guys give me.
Yeah.
Right. So that I think that's kind of like my style currently. It's just that. So like I don't have like a basic style of how I do things. I think it's just the pre-production processing.
Right.
Okay.
It just depends on.
It just
What the
depends
vision
on
is.
it just depends on what it is, right? And how much they're so convinced that you have to make it believable, right? Like you have to make me believe in this project. Right? How much so you have
Because how are you supposed to believe in it and work to your best ability
exactly.
if the person who made it doesn't?
Yeah, because for me it's like the worst thing you'd ever do for me is say, yo, I want this project here, come up with everything. I cannot do that.
Yeah.
Unless it's my
It's not your project.
It's not my project, but also I'm not the type of person that just gets ideas.
Yeah.
For me it's like an idea just comes to me and I develop it. Right? Like I always like there's ideas in the air and then I just have to grab it, right? Because like I just cannot think of like a random idea and I'm just like, okay, cool, let me do it. Like ideas have to come to
We
me.
can't force creativity.
Exactly, right? So it's unless you give me the blueprint, then I can think of creative ways to execute it.
Okay.
But then if you ever come to me like, hey, I want a commercial and here, just make whatever. I'll just be like, oh, my brain will be bad. Like, it'll be like, but then if you're like, hey, I have like a commercial I want to do and it's just like, I want like the girl just walking and you're like, okay, I kind of get what you're going for. And then I'll sit down and start bringing it down to like making it way better than it was. Then I can just like execute it from there. So that, I think that's kind of the way I usually approach most projects and I go about it. It's just like that. So
That's a good mindset, man. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
yeah, because I hate when people try to take other people's projects, but like, shut up. Why are you talking about Bumble Club?
Yeah. When they start trying to make it their own thing.
Exactly.
it's
like,
just
bro,
unfair.
it's not unfair.
It's not yours.
Yeah.
It's not yours. Like, they're trying to take control. Like, randomly, they're trying to make it into an action movie when it's just trying to be a cute thing because, you know what I mean? Because we all come from different experiences, right? And our interpretation of things. Like, Sophia from the video and Sophia and Enya, right? They walked through that path. Who am I to tell them how they should tell it?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah,
But
you
my
haven't
job,
experienced
I don't
those
have the
certain
experience. They experienced it, so they know exactly how it's supposed to go. But my job is to understand the experiences and bring it to life.
Ooh, understand other people's experiences.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
bring it
Because
to
you
life.
have to
That's what
understand it,
is.
right? Because at the end of
That's
the
what
day,
filmmaking is.
yeah,
You step
it
in their
is.
shoes, man.
Stepping in their shoes, right? You are the director of photography. You have to direct how the picture will look like. So, and that's just pretty much it. It's very, very important to just take your step back, put your ego aside, and just be like, okay, this is how you want it, perfect.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna work with that. And at the end of the day, if the vision does not come how they wanted it, let's say the vision was how they had it, and it doesn't come out like that, it's okay, it's fine, because we worked through your vision. Because then they are more satisfied within themselves. I tried my best.
It's not like it was ripped away from
It was ripped out because
Yeah.
if they make it and I did it and it was all my ideas, now they're gonna feel some type of way because of like, oh, it was all your ideas, it didn't turn out well.
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Yeah,
But then,
very
but
true.
now, if it was their idea, it didn't turn out well. At least they're gonna have the peace of mind that okay, this was the best I could do, and it didn't turn out well, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Right? But then if it was mine and it didn't turn out well, then it's a whole thing, and now they're gonna be like, oh, Ben, blah 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 blah.
And it probably won't work with you again.
Don't work with me again because you know what I mean. I snatched that away from them and stuff like that. So it's just there's a lot of these stories.
Nothing wrong with like giving advice or like suggestions, but
So, yeah, I give
you
suggestions.
can't grab the wheel from them and try and steer it.
It's like I always say, For
You're
me,
like a
it's
guide.
as the director, you have to be the captain of the ship. I'm just the sailor. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just in there trying to help you.
You're helping guide them through.
I'm just helping them
That's
guide
what
through
it
the
is.
seas,
Mhm.
I
right?
like that.
That's like, because at the end of the day, because I look at filmmaking as like pirates.
Mm.
Everybody on a pirate ship is as important,
Yeah.
right? But as much as how talent, you could have the best swordsman on there, you could have the best whatever the wildsman, like whoever controls the ship, you could have the best chef, the best cook, or whatever you need on the pirate ship. If the captain is not strong, those people's abilities will not be done well, right? So
Yeah.
it's like for me as a DP, right? Because I'm the second right hand man, right? If you watch Pirates movies, like the second, like the right hand man does not really do much unless just support the captain at the weakest point,
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
right? So then, but then if the captain is weak and the captain is not there, we're gonna get
It falls
drowned.
apart.
It
Man.
falls apart, right? So
Yeah.
I look at filmmaking the same exact way. It's you as the director, you have to be the captain, and you have to be able to take control
And if
of
you're
the ship.
if you're not the director on the other side, if you're like helping work for the production, you're helping guide the ship.
Exactly.
You can't try and undermine the
You
captain.
can't
or
exactly
else
because if my
everything's gonna
role is to be the
collapse.
cook, why am I telling the captain how to go?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
Right?
playing your role, man.
It's
knowing
playing a
what your
role,
job
right?
is.
It's playing a role. Like if I'm the navigator, I can have to tell the captain like, hey, like the seas are looking harsh right now. We have to like stop.
Yeah.
Right. And you as the captain, you have to listen to your navigator.
Yeah.
Because some directors don't listen. No, it's fine. We have to keep going before everything goddamn crashes and you die. But you know, so that's the
Yeah.
so yeah. Sometimes we just look at being a director as the pirate captain, bro.
Yeah. Do your role and
Noted.
do it the best you can.
Do the best you
know?
can, right? And
Don't
if
water yourself down.
do what
I
say,
need.
bro.
Yeah. I need this advice.
Yeah. Well,
So
the
exactly,
last
just that,
question I
right?
had
Like
was,
you have to have that like firm grip that like, because if, for example, if you're like, so then that's like pre-production. Now on set, now you're going against another pirate crew. That's how like, you're going against another pirate crew. If the captain does not take lead, we're gonna lose. We're gonna crash.
yeah, they're gonna take you down.
But they're gonna take us down, right? But if the captain is like, okay, navigator, go do this, go do that, go do that, bah, 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 bah. And then you're also trusting your people, that you hired these people to be on your crew, right? You hired them, so you also have to trust them.
Utilize them.
Wow, for them, but then you have to be strong for them to also be able to follow you and have that. So it's just pretty much like that, man. But
Plus, it makes sense because on a pirate ship, you're like out on the seas for like hours and days.
Exactly.
On the film set, you'll be out there for
you'll be out
hours.
there
Yeah,
for
hours.
days, you know what I mean? And then it's literally like the same exact thing. If somebody on that ship is so shitty, it makes the whole experience bad. Like it's
Yeah,
literally it
man.
all goes
But
hand
you
in
can
hand.
kick them overboard if you need to.
Yeah, you can't come aboard.
Damn.
You
Okay.
have to.
Yeah.
They gotta go.
You gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
so it's just pretty much that's kind of how I look at it. So yeah.
That's great advice. Well, my last question I have for you was like advice for emerging filmmakers based on your own experience. But I feel like that kind of encapsulated.
Nah, I
everything.
got more advice, man. Don't worry.
Give us like one like strong like final like. You know what I mean?
Let me get my yop. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me get my yop.
there's some ASMR. Remember those Yop ads? Give me Yop.
Give me Yop.
Yup.
But I've loved Yop for the longest time, bro. Oh my god. It's like my baby, bro.
I just moved the whole table. My fault.
So what advice I want to give to young filmmakers,
Yeah.
even though I'm a young filmmaker myself. I have 3 or
Okay.
4 or 5. Number
Let's do
one,
top 3.
number one is be strategic
Okay.
about what you want to do with your career. Everything is gonna depend on your strategy that you're gonna have. So a good example is the way that I started filmmaking was 2022. Lens Films were doing like this fellowship thing, and then I went there, and then I literally had no clue what they were doing. It was like a whole summer program, every single Sunday. Originally, I wasn't gonna do it, but I got convinced to do it because I was like summer every Sunday, like it's summer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was like, no, let me do it. Best decision I ever did. And then right after that, from that, the final project was to make a short film. That's how I got my first short film. So then
Okay.
it premiered at DG60 for the comedy shorts. And then I met Ben Bergeron, who is like one of my biggest mentors, supporters. Shout out to him. I wouldn't be where I am without him. And then after I got a production company, I started working with him a lot. But what I mean by strategy is from the get-go, once I kind of did that fellowship, I was like, where do I want to go now?
Okay.
So then it was like, okay, at this time, I think at that time my goal was to be able to film full time, and then I should also have a short film that I created by my own. So then from that, my strategy was I have to now find people that can work with me. I have to learn how to direct, write a script, do all of this. So pretty much the best way I can say is see what you want to get at, and then see what you need to get there. And then you start learning those skills and get the resources you need to get what you want to get at.
And surrounding yourself with the people who are already there.
The people are going to come
ahead.
eventually.
Okay.
Because from you just doing it.
Right.
Right? Because at the end of the day, like, remember how I was like, no, I need a sound person. I think that's kind of what it's going to cover up. But boom, you just popped up. You know what I mean? Like, the people are going to come eventually. Like, you know what I mean? Like, moment I started locking in on offers down, I found a producer and she helped me do everything. And then randomly, John Plaganash, he popped up because he was doing another project. And then boom, things just started popping up because I aligned my mindset is this is where I want to get. Right? So that's like the main thing is like be so strategic, like, and dream like I have my bigger goal, right? I'm not gonna say it because like there's something in the air that be listening and she don't happen. It doesn't come true.
Yeah.
But so it's always having like goals, like, okay, I want to get to this point.
Okay.
And then you start doing research of like, hey, like, how am I gonna get there? Starting reaching out to people, starting talking to people, right? Like right now, like one of my goals is to be a commercial director, right? So now a lot of the things I'm doing is learning commercial, taking like learning from commercial and documentary directors. So like right now I'm watching a lot of documentaries. Remember how I went to IFO and I was just asking a lot about documentaries,
Yes.
right? That's a part of the whole strategic thing. It's like, okay, if I go to
Yeah.
IFO, then I'll be able to meet these people and then I'll get their contacts.
Then you do that one-on-one.
And then I'll do that one-on-ones, and then you know what I mean, like, and it's all part of the strategy. So like it's not like also just make sure like you're not really superficial when you meet people because like at the end of the day, just have the bigger picture of like this is what I want to get. Because a lot of the times people just want to free flow and just do stuff. Like it doesn't work like that. Because the moment you put that, it's gonna become a goal of yours, right? Because I remember my first goal was to work at a production. So was to work at a production company. I was like, I want to work at a production company like that. I'll get that experience. And then my next goal was I want to make my next short film like that. I can submit to festivals and then people can know me in the city. Then Offers Down was created from that, right? And then I think then after that, my third goal was I want to work with a documentary with like a company that's well renowned. CBC then came from that. So then because I think at the beginning was me looking at the gaps in my portfolio. I was like, okay, what are the gaps in my portfolio for me to get to the next level?
Yeah.
So I started filling them up. Right now, a lot of them are kind of filled up. Now I'm looking at, okay, what's the next move that we have to do? So as a beginning filmmaker, the best thing you can do is really sometimes sit down and create a strategy of where you want to get and how you can get there. And it will help you out a lot instead of just free flowing because moment you do that, you know exactly what you need, right? Because sometimes you're like, I don't know what I need, I don't know what to do, because you have no goal. Like you're just seeing and you're just going with it, so then you don't get anywhere. But then if you ever go at the end of the tunnel, you know exactly what advice you have to ask, you know exactly what weaknesses you need to fill in, you know exactly what your strength is, you know what. So that's honestly the main advice I'd say is really sit down and create strategy.
Okay.
The second main advice I'd give is yacht break.
Yacht break.
The second main advice honestly is trust your instinct, man. Trust your intuition to the maximum.
Right.
Never go against it, because there's been times I've gone against it and like it just backfired. If you get that gut feeling, like if your gut feeling is telling you to go somewhere, go. If your gut feeling is telling you to apply for this, apply for it. Like it doesn't matter. Like you know what I mean? Like for me, I always follow it. Because even for Ethan's shoot, I wasn't gonna apply for it, but something was telling me like apply for it, blah blah blah. I was like, you know what, let me just do it.
Yeah.
And then it happened to it, right? Because I remember that month of August, I was fully booked up because I was doing like this fellowship, and like it was, bro. If I show you my August schedule, hold on, let me see if I have it. Hold on.
Yeah, see if you can pull that up. I want to see how many like little blue dots and stuff you got on.
Bro, I don't know if I was doing scheduling then. I think I was kind of like bad at scheduling. This was my August schedule.
Bro.
Dang.
That was lit. I don't know if y'all can see it. That was
can
my-
insert-
Do it on Zoom, man.
Yeah, that was my August schedule, right?
For people listening, it's
And
just
I
like
was
a
so burnt
bunch
out.
of events.
I was so burnt out too.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't gonna do Ethan shoot because of that. Because I was so many things. But then yeah, after that, my schedule after that was literally like I was so like that's why like
consistent.
but then now because I'm doing it's kind of getting better. But yeah, so that was my August schedule. So originally I was not gonna do that instant shoot, but then my gut feeling was like, nah, do it. Like just sign up. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
And here
perfect
we are.
decision. And then here we are.
Yeah.
So trusting your gut feeling, even if you are so busy, even if you are sick. Oh, another thing for the gut feeling, my during when I was premiering my first short film at DG60,
Yeah.
at that time I had a concussion.
Mm.
And you know when you have a concussion, you cannot like go on big screens.
Yeah.
But my gut, and then there was also a snowstorm. It was
Oh my
December 16th, it was a
God.
snowstorm. I couldn't go and everything like that, right? But then my gut feeling, I was in bed. I was literally in bed before DJ60 started. I think it was around 6 or 8 p.m. I think 6, 8 p.m. One of those. I was literally in bed and something, my heart was just telling me, go, go, go. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I got ready, quick. Boom, I went. And then yeah, when I went there, and then that's when I was able to like meet Ben Bezahon.
Wow.
Yeah, and then from him, that's when I got the connection. If I didn't go, I would have never met him. And then if I didn't meet him, I don't know where I would be right now because meeting him, I was also able to then meet everybody I collaborate with because I ended up doing a workshop that summer. And then after that, from that summer in September, then started working with him closely. So then I was able to get close with Lance, because literally everybody I work with from Aunt Sophie, Adnan, Catherine, Somnia, everybody I work with was cause of that. And because I trusted my gut feeling at that moment, right? So
You didn't shy away from it.
I didn't shy away from it. So like that's one of the main things. Like if you get that tingly thing on your stomach, bro, just go for it because
to
it's so strong because it's your body telling you. Like you have to understand, man. Listen to your body, bro. It be sounding crazy, but like that's
It's
many
true,
thing,
yeah.
right?
That's
Because
good advice, man.
and it also ties back into that strategy because you have put so much that strategy into your head, your body like it's just like the electrons be communicating with each other, right? And then now it knows exactly what you need, and it's to go there. So it kind of ties back into each other. Your break, and then my last one.
I started reading, like, before you go into your
Yeah.
last one, I started reading this. I wouldn't say it's a book. It's more like, it's like 38 pages, but you can find it online. It's called Face the Flinch. So so it's kind of similar to what you're talking about, but like, you know that pit in your stomach when you're about to do an interview or like do a like public speech
Yeah.
or like something like that. You have like that. It's a gut feeling, but it's like different. You know, it's like nervousness.
Yes.
That's the flinch.
Yeah.
That's the flinch. You know, like have you ever seen videos of like Muhammad Ali like in the ring, and how they punch at him and he doesn't move?
Yeah.
He's facing the flinch. bro.
I'm telling you, it's literally just that. Like
So when you have that gut feeling before you went, there was something telling you to stay home, and there's something telling you to go and do it.
And you follow
If
the
you
other
didn't face the flinch, you would have stayed behind.
I would have stayed behind.
Yeah.
I'm doing so like I literally don't know if I didn't go where I would be. Honestly, like it's crazy. Like literally because of that, me just having that gut feeling going there, end up a whole snowballing event, blah 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 blah, and then here we are. You wouldn't even have met Adnan if it wasn't for
That's
that.
true, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Because I met Adam through.
yeah, you met because you met Adnan. I think it was Nana's shoot, right? That was the first time you met Adnan.
Oh shoot, no.
I think it was
Was Starboy before or after?
before.
I met
Well,
him on
I think I met-
Starboy. He
met
was
him on Starboy? I think you probably met him on Starboy because Nana's was.
Oh no, I wasn't on Nana's. I was only there the second day. Adnan wasn't there. Remember? It was the Saturday and the Sunday.
Oh, that's true.
I was only there the Sunday. So I didn't meet. When did I meet Adnan?
No. Adnan was there. The second day, yeah. Because the reason why he was there, he was the gaffer.
The second day. In the apartment. It was me. It was me and you.
It was me, you, Benson, and then Adnan's friend. Was he?
I don't think so.
So it was Starboy?
I don't think it was there. I think it
no,
was not
this was
there.
for,
But like, did you first meet him with Starboy?
I think I first met him at Starboy.
Really?
That's when I
think
first met
so.
him.
Oh.
Wait. Was
Wait
it
a
Starboy?
minute.
Adnan, when did we meet?
Yo.
Wait.
I can't remember. Because it wasn't Nana's film. I know he was there the first day.
Yeah, was it the first day you went out there the first day, right? Because I remember the first day was the boom operator.
No, it was Mariana's.
Oh, Mariana.
It was Mariana's.
Yes, it was Mariana's.
It was They Never Truly Leave Us. He was
Never
the AD.
truly was. Yeah, it
Oh.
was
That
the
was it.
AD. Yeah,
That was it. Because that was before we did all the digis.
the other digits. I
Okay,
still
that's
wish he
it.
did that film for DG, bro.
Which one?
The Never Truly Leave Us.
Oh, bro,
I
it's
know,
so
right?
good,
Fuck, it was
man.
good.
But yeah, it is what
I
it is.
still wish she did, because she was supposed to do that at the community shots,
Yeah,
but then she was like, I want to edit it, and then we never finished it on time, bro.
that's okay.
But
It
she can
happens.
submit it this year. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
what was your third?
my
Did you
third
get to it?
advice, it's fuck around and find out. Dead ass
Okay.
though. Like actually, like that's like it sounds so simple
Okay.
though. Just fucking around and find out, bro. Just do shit.
Just crash out.
Just crash out. Just do stuff, bro.
I like that.
Because you never know until you do it, right?
Yeah.
So you just have to like just do stuff. Because a lot of people be so much into that head talking about like, oh, I don't know, man. What if it's not gonna work out? Okay, then it's not gonna work out. You're gonna find out when you do it, right?
Yeah. But you won't know.
Because remember how one of the things I ever said was like, put the same effort you put into your nightmares in your dreams,
Oh, that's
right?
a good one.
Because at the end of the day, whatever you work on will come true,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just put out the third one. Yeah. So put the same effort you put in nightmares into your dreams. Because at the end of the day, with your
Yeah,
nightmares,
I never heard
right,
that.
it can be like your job. I tell you, I'm a modern day philosopher, man.
Yeah, he is. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare out here,
What's
bro.
going
But like,
on?
yeah, like, because at the end of the day, right, with your nightmares, you overthinking it and not like living with your job, like getting that promotion there, like you're putting so much effort into that, and of course it's working. Talking about, oh yeah, I start my dream for filmmaking because I got my job here and I'm being promoted because you're putting so much effort into it. So imagine you just flipped it around and put that same effort into your dreams. Because the same thing like how people like when it's your job, like your I guess like your normal society job, like you put so much effort into it, right? But then the same effort you don't put it for yourself, right? For your normal job, you're gonna wake up at 6 a.m. for 8 a.m. shift. What about you do the same thing? Because for me, one of the main things that kind of helped me out, I kind of looked at my filmmaking career as a job sometimes. So it means sometimes I have a shift at 8 a.m. So now, like, even if it's me just waking up and going on my desk, so now I have to wake up at like 7 a.m. and clock in because, because it's also learning how to hold yourself accountable to what you do. Because, so yeah, at the end of the day, man, just putting that same effort into your dream is gonna come true regardless. No matter how long it's gonna take, it will take 5-7 years. People take 20 years to get a promotion,
That's true.
and then you're giving up on your dream 5 years in. You're gonna get your dream is gonna come true in 20 years too. You know what I mean? Like that's a thing,
Dang,
right?
yeah.
Like at the end of the day, right? People work at companies for such a long time before they even crack a $1 raise.
What about for people that don't have a choice though? Like there's some people that just need the money to survive, put
You always
food
have-
in their mouth and a roof over their head.
You always have a choice. You always gonna find a way. I'm a true believer. Like no matter
I
what,
believe that too.
you always gonna find. Like if you a good example of this is how when you are so busy and then somebody in your life comes in and then you start to like them and then you now nice with them, you're like all lovey-dovey and stuff. Randomly your schedule starts freeing up to see them.
That's true. Yeah.
Randomly your schedule, but you are busy as well. Randomly you have time for FaceTime calls before you didn't, because you found a way. Like you gonna find.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah.
you like somebody, like eventually, like you
find a way, you find a way.
somehow you start having FaceTime calls with them every night. But before you were so busy, you couldn't, because you end up adjusting to it. Because now you make sure that you finish everything you're supposed to do before they call you at 9 p.m. Right? Because so you're always gonna find a way to get it done. It's all just in here. Oh, that's my fourth advice. It's all in your head, bro. The thoughts you have manifest to you in real life. So your interpretation of your world, your interpretation of yourself, is important to who you become as a person, man. Like what you feed yourself, man. I remember one YouTube video I saw long ago during COVID when like conspiracy theories were so big.
Oh yeah.
They were like
UFOs and stuff. For people.
yo, whenever you're editing this, if it's not a copyright, put that conspiracy theory music, but that be always having them.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever. So the theory was like, yo, look, grandma, right? Grandma, what does grandma sound like? A grimoire. Because it's the magic book of words.
What? What does
Because
that have to do with a grandma though?
Because not like grandma, not your grandma, like grandma, GRAMMAR,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, grammar.
grammar. I
heard
said grandma.
No, like
I was like,
I can't.
Grandma.
No, like grandma. Yeah, it's like because it's like a grimoire. Why?
Oh, grammar.
Why do we
grimoire.
call it spelling and spells? Because it spells. You spell grammar. It's like how you do spells in a grimoire. I was like, oh my god. So be careful what you say because it manifests. I was like, oh my god. Little me was so like flabbergasted. I was like, hold on. I was like, it's so
is blown
stupid.
with the fun.
I was like, it's so stupid, but look, it makes sense.
No, it does. Yeah.
They pieced it together.
Because
I
if
don't know.
you like whatever words you say, like it's lucky spells, bro.
Yeah.
It's lucky spells. So
Maybe
don't
they-
say bad spells. Say the good ones.
Put
Yeah.
good energy into the world, man.
Put that energy into the world, man. Show love. Show.
You get out of it what you put into it.
Exactly,
mean?
bro. You know what you put inside is what you get out. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
But yeah, man. But this was really nice, man. We got to talk about the economic and political side of the world, bro. Like.
Okay, Jaden Smith.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Don't
you
even get me
just got it.
started. I
Hey,
watched that
man,
video so many.
shout out.
Jaden Smith. Hey, Will Smith album dropping in a day.
Hey,
Shout out Willie.
Will Smith? Will you listen? Damn. Will you listen?
it.
You
You got it. Try again.
try to get it correct. Will you listen to Will? Will you
Try
listen
again.
to Will Smith's song?
What are you trying to ask me?
Will you listen to Will Smith album?
Will I listen to it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
It's the first album in 20
Yo.
years.
Okay, actually,
He hasn't
before
dropped an album in 20 years or something like that.
I got an opinion.
Okay.
Oh.
Peek in the mic.
2025 is gonna surpass 2016.
It's
I
gonna
love that. Okay.
Huh?
Wait, what do
I
you
believe
mean?
that too.
2025
It's gonna surpass
2016.
Damn
How so?
right.
Like
You
just
cannot
stuff
lie.
coming
This
out?
year has not been perfect, bro.
It's
This
been
year's
really
been
good. It's
pretty
been
good.
really
You
good.
cannot-
A project
this year's
every
been
fucking
good.
month. A project every month.
We have had
Yeah.
everybody is dropping. I wouldn't be surprised if Rihanna drops this year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
True.
We
need
got
Rocky,
Playboy
too.
Cardi, Weekend, Drake in the same year, and now we got
Kendrick.
Will Smith. You know what I mean? And Kendrick, I think,
Yeah.
is gonna drop something else,
Probably.
right? Like the vibes this year are so immaculate.
Even the Oshiega lineup.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Oshiega.
Oshiega
Dochi,
lineup.
Tyler the Creator's coming to
Yeah.
Montreal. Like you know
Exactly.
what I mean?
When is it?
The 1st to the
August?
3rd. August 1st to the 3rd.
Yeah.
Am I looking? You guys are going?
Yeah. We're planning to.
Yeah, we're planning
Yo,
to.
look, am I looking have to
Go to a
join?
little music
Like
festival.
Tyler
Come
the
with us,
Creator,
bro.
like come on, man.
Let me know when you guys
Dochi's
are planning.
coming
Big X the
Friday.
plug.
Yo, listen, when,
Say to Sam the
Big the
big.
plug.
Hold on.
The lot.
when you guys are planning, let me know how much I should send.
Okay, bet.
What is this? But yeah,
But like I'm not gonna lie. January, February, low key mid as hell. Like we had good moments,
Oh.
but like
what the hell
for-
happened? Nothing
I
ever
thought it
happens
was.
in
I thought it was
Nothing
great.
ever
Time's been
happens in
flying by.
January.
It's-
Nothing
It
ever
had good
happens in
moments,
January,
but
February,
January
bro.
was so like.
It was
bro.
6 weeks. It was 5 weeks. That's how I found out.
Yeah.
That's like January and February is always mean. Even this summer is looking
But bro,
like-
now we're in March, and I'm like,
We're
it's
cooking.
gone crazy.
it's going crazy because I feel like this year, like it's the vibes I just eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Things are fun. Is it?
The stars are aligning, bro. I don't know what it is.
I think it's because Trump just entered into administration, bro. Because that's what
Oh,
happened in
no.
2016, bro. That's what happened in 2016.
Oh my
Because that was the
God.
year he went into administration,
Right.
bro.
History is repeating
This thing
itself.
is tripping.
Oh my god.
Because I feel like whenever Trump goes into administration, things just be lit for no reason. I hate it. I hate it, bro. Like it's crazy.
No, yeah.
Because yeah, Playboy Cardi last time he also dropped during that-
2016?
Yeah, it was during the Trump
Right.
like Trump administration, but things just be lit during his administration for no reason.
Things just be lit.
I don't know why.
But that means, oh my god, for 2016 right now, then 2020,
Leafy's hair's coming back.
2029 is gonna be
It's gonna be because 2019, bro.
pandemic 2.
Remember when he left, bro? 2020, bro. She just went.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, so I don't know, man. We hit like why it gotta be this orange donkey, bro? Oh my god. But what is? But I don't know why. Like this year, like 2015, like I think will be talked about, like how 2016 we talk about.
Yeah.
Like
I think we're on our way.
But I think we're on our way.
It's been yeah.
It's been like a good year overall, like everything, like. Cause like I think what happened was, bro, last year it just God made everybody his strongest warrior, bro.
No kidding. Holy fuck. It hit
Last year was
left and right.
survival mode.
Last year was survival.
Survival mode.
Oh my, bro, from beginning to end, like
Yeah.
beginning to end,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't even know how I made it through.
I know, sir.
And even like the start of this year, but it got better.
Yeah, like this,
It got
even the
better.
start of this year, I think we're just warming up. But like
Testing
last
us.
year, like bro, it was non-stop.
So we just all had a rough last year.
Everybody had a rough last year, bro.
Right.
Everybody
Dad
had-
got fired.
everybody-
Dog died. Like.
Yeah,
Damn,
she was
really?
ass.
I'm telling you, bro, it was semi too, bro. Beginning of the year, breakup, no job, broken, bro, and then nothing was going right, bro. The whole entire time, I was just like, damn, this is like, I was
Dude,
just like,
yeah.
I was just like, I'm tired.
I was getting dragged through the mud. God.
Fuck.
No, I'm telling you, like, I don't know what the hell was in the air last year, but I think it kind of prepared everybody for this.
But
year.
after the darkest nights, the
light.
brightest days, buddy.
And then the
brightest
better
days.
days is about to come too, bro. 2025.
Yes, sir.
lit.
Summer's coming. I'm
Summer's
gonna be at the
coming.
beach lamping.
I'm telling you, but we gotta
Yeah,
go.
we
We gotta do that though. I was telling him we should do like a creative summer camp with like artists.
Yeah.
I
We like go
love
out
that.
somewhere. To
We
like
go
an
out
artist
somewhere.
And just like no plan. Like we just like
We just come there. Everybody, if you wanna bring
Create
your
stuff.
gear, bring your gear. Whatever you wanna
like
bring.
rent a,
photos.
like
Like a
cottage or
cottage
something?
and
but
stuff
we
like
don't
that.
go with like a plan. We just like
Just
We
go.
just go. Like we
Yes.
Like a
get like
creative
We have to do
retreat.
this. We
Creative
have-
retreat.
we have
creative
to do this.
retreat.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking like end of summer. Like
Yeah,
if
bro. I'm down.
when I come
I am.
back, I can start planning. And like I think like 14 people would be enough. And like what I'm thinking, like we can get like a couple people from Montreal, couple people from here, couple people from there, Montreal, Toronto, and here
Meet
like
in the middle.
meet in the middle, bro. And if
Oh my
everybody,
god, I'm excited.
because I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like it would be such a cool like thing to do and just have the whatever final project at the end with what we got.
Oh
Cool.
my god,
I'm
that's such a good idea.
excited.
So, yeah, I
Like
think-
Another thing to
creator
look
camp.
forward to,
I,
Like a
man.
I
creator
think
camp.
I think I might plan it once I come back. Once I come back, I might like look like chill on in a
bro.
plan and find place. 'Cause-
Creator camp's a great idea.
Yeah, like just have like the creator camp in Ottawa. Like Ottawa, like, because the only reason I want to add new people is because we already knew each other. So adding new people always add like a new element of like,
And
oh
we
my
kinda,
god,
We kind of understand each other already. Not that that's a bad
Exactly.
thing. But we get
But
new people.
You
Get
get
new
comfortable.
people. It's like adding adding new characters to a show.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
No, that's like I said, I think like the first episode, like one of my main goals, like I'll say out loud because I'm already doing it, is working with different people, different
Mhm.
DOPs,
Nice.
different crew. I am right now on a short film. Like
Yeah.
people, like I know, I knew them, but I've never worked with them before. And it's just another challenge and I love it. So
Right.
in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
so
expanding your horizons.
Yeah.
Keep expanding
Now-
our horizon.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
to
so
the
glad I did
horizon
it.
we go, bro.
On our
Oh,
pirate ship.
Pirish.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Also, another thing too, I forgot. One of my advice I always give, bro, don't go against the current, bro.
Okay.
Never go against the current, bro. Just let the waves
Follow the flow of the
Be-
river, man.
Because the moment you go against
Yeah.
the flow of the river, you're cooked.
You're fighting it.
You're fighting it. Now you're just gonna drown.
Drown.
Oh my god, speaking of current, bro, I discovered something. Okay, this is the last thing and then we're wrapping it up.
Okay.
I discovered something the other day, bro. I got a pen and paper.
I got my phone.
Nah, I need to write. I don't know. Anyways, so no, we don't need it. But I think it might make it better.
Okay. I have a pen.
Oh, you have a pen? Okay. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna put this right here. Can you still hear me, Logan?
Wait, say it again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So no. So listen, though. This is mathematics, bro. This is mathematics.
Okay.
Okay.
We busted out the pen and paper for this one.
Yeah.
Damn
and then we
right.
can show you guys this, right? It's about money, right?
Okay.
So currency,
Mm-hmm.
right? Currency is like what? The current,
Currency is like the current.
right? Because like
Okay.
it's like it's from the same family, currency, right?
Yeah.
Where do you find the current?
In a
In
water.
in
Bodies of water.
Bodies of water, river, right?
Yeah.
What is they call banks? The river bank. The river, right?
The river bank.
And then the river and then the bank, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then what do they also say about cash? Is it what? There is a cash.
Flow.
What flows?
River.
The
Yeah.
river, exactly. Yeah, getting it, bro.
Way. This
Cash-
boy is
Big rain.
cooking.
Cash flow, right?
Let him.
So
Okay.
that's the currency, that's the cash flow. Now, what happens
Mm-hmm.
when you stop that flow?
When you swim against the current?
No. What happens when you stop the flow? Of like, let's say you put a long ass like rock in the middle and
It
you stop
builds
the
up.
flow. It builds up, right? And then
Yeah.
there's no what? There's no flow.
Flow.
There's
no
no
flow. It
flow,
stops.
right? It stops.
The current stops. The currency
The
stops.
currency stop. The current stop. So
Oh.
what does it mean? You gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Because you know
Ah.
why? You gotta let the current flow for you to get more money. You see what I mean?
Hey.
Bro, so that's the thing, bro. So
Yo.
you gotta, cause at the end of the day, if you stop it,
I
like,
see Ben's vein in his head throbbing.
I tell it, bro.
He's in overdrive.
I mean, so yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the thing, right? You gotta go with the, you gotta let the current take that old money out, cause the river is always flowing, right?
And
But
if the river is the current,
It's the
current
current.
is the currency.
and
Yeah.
the currency. So the thing is, you gotta have a good base of your money and just let it flow like the river. Because at the end of the day, but you ever realize sometimes in your life when you spend so much money randomly, you get a random ass paycheck?
Yeah.
You ever realize that?
Yeah.
Like, randomly,
It's so funny you say that, bro. Because I bought my new lens,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to Toronto for a shoot. I
Exactly.
paid good money for it.
exactly.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Because you let the what?
You
the
let the
river
Let it
flow.
flow.
Oh my
Meant to be,
God.
man.
You see what I mean?
Hold up.
This is the rule that you guys gotta.
And even like the lens, you bought it for, if I'm allowed to say real estate,
I
we're using
bought
it
it
for this
for the-
podcast.
Use it for this
money.
podcast.
Yeah.
And then now this podcast gonna get you more river flow.
Yeah.
Yo.
See what I mean?
Yo.
See what I mean? Philosopher right
That's
here.
it. That's it.
So that's the thing,
That's
man. You
really
just gotta.
it.
So the current, you gotta let the current and the currents flow, man.
I love that.
Like that. You just. We're gonna end it there.
That's a good
man.
way to end it there. That's,
That's
a
it,
good
that's
song.
it. That's a good way to end it.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
I learned a lot
god.
today.
Take a guess
bro.
how long we've been here for.
I'm gonna say 2 hours.
I'm gonna say 2 hours and 10 minutes.
2 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh my
2
god.
hours and 7 minutes.
Because you know why?
Crazy.
Didn't feel like it.
I
Though.
felt
he's
my
the goat.
instinct.
He let his voice flow.
My instinct.
Oh yeah.
He let
I'm
the
there,
current.
let the current. But yeah, man, that's a piece of advice. That's my 5th piece of advice. I end up going through all the 5.
Let the current.
Ah,
Yeah, you
man.
did too. I was like top 3.
Top 3.
15 minutes.
Pop. You know, thank you guys for having me,
Hey,
man.
plug
This
your
was
Instagram
fun, bro.
real quick. Where
Pla-
can we find you, man?
You can find me everywhere. I be everywhere. Somebody once told me that.
He be in your walls, but he be in your walls.
I'll be in your closet. Watch out, but you know, shout out. You can find me on Instagram, man. Whyo Vision, but WAHYO Vision, because we're the visionary. We see it right now. I can't see. Moment, put these glasses. We can see your vision clearly. You know, 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, man. You can find me there. And also, remember, May 11th, Offers Down screening, bro. Be there. It's gonna be an experience, bro. Like it's gonna be crazy. It's not just gonna be a normal screening. You come and watch a movie. No, you're gonna see things. Like you actually gonna see things. Like you're gonna
It's
get.
gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Everybody gonna be there. Everybody that mama. Even my high school teachers gonna be there, bro. Like everybody gonna be there. Everybody gonna be there. So if you're not there, what you doing? If you're not there, don't text me after. Oh my God, I wish I was there. I will block you. I'm like, blacks, where you bro? You're supposed to be there.
It's like a live event happening in real life.
In real life.
At the
Nah.
yeah.
Exactly. But if you can't make it, it's fine,
Mayfair
bro.
Theater, man.
Man, if you can't make it, it's part of life, you know.
Yeah.
Things happen, you know, emergencies happen, you know, but yeah, man, but no, I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Indied
Appreciate
Filmmakers,
it,
because
man.
we did
Indeed
this.
Filmmakers.
You know,
We
we,
are.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, shout out to them, bro. 2 homies
Appreciate
right there, man.
Thank you.
Doing the best for the community, you know what I mean? Changing the community, making the community better, you know what I
Thank
mean?
you, man. I'm trying to bring everyone together, you know, unify
Yeah.
the people.
We are in
Everyone
this together. I'm seeing her and the sun and the plan. All the dreams
Shout out to
come
Ben
true. Hot stuff, sing along, everybody. Yo, High School Musical. Hold on. High School Musical is the best music of all time. We're done.
Mic drop.
Cut. Get out of it, okay?